Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 4th episode of the Dragon Diaries. This is a series I'm doing over the next 12 months. We're in month 4 now, okay? And we're looking at the different attributes, the different characteristics of the wood dragon, because this is the year of the wood dragon in the Chinese zodiac. If you go to the community tab on my channel, there is a post that I made about the different attributes if you want to find out a little bit more about it, okay? But we're going to get right into this. You have 3 piles to choose from. You may choose to watch 1 pile, 2, or all 3. There could be a little bit of information or a nugget of something in there for you in all of them, or just 1. But choice 1 is here, pile 1 with red jasper, pile 2 with mookaite jasper, or pile 3 with red mahogany. So again, whatever crystal heart or whatever pile number, or if all of them call to you, then please watch them all. And remember, even though I'm doing these each month, these messages are timeless. So anytime you see this video, there's something in there meant for you to hear. Thank you, and I will see you in your pile. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1 or this red jasper heart. We're going to get right into your reading here. So we're talking about growth, all right? That is the attribute, the characteristic, one of the great ones of the wood dragon in the Chinese zodiac. We're going to talk about how does that show up, or what does that mean in your life? So in what area of your life, pile 1, can you grow? In what area maybe do you need a little bit of growth? And we have, I'm just going to hold that up so you can see the name. I want to say Laozi and Sunshine, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But it does say, be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. That's a nice message with the 5 of Cups. Okay, pile 1. So maybe for some of you, there is a lot of negative self-talk here, okay? You maybe aren't getting up every day and reciting in the mirror positive affirmations about yourself, and this can be in any area of your life. Where do you, I guess would be the question, right? Where is it for you that there is a lot of negative self-talk? Is it about your appearance? And that is anything. Let's go from head to foot. Is it about your personality? Is it about how you handle things? Is it about your work? Maybe you have negative self-talk when it comes to your job, your career. Is it maybe with people in your life, okay? Do you find that you're always putting someone down, or that there is that family member or friend that you just feel like there's never a positive thought about them, whether it's deserved or not, okay? This is about being careful with your words. And I feel for most of you, it's going to be about yourself, because it does say here, with some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. And when that starts to happen here, right, it's going to not just be on the inside, but it's going to start showing on your outside. And maybe you are this way with other people, pile 1. If this is your situation, again, these are different situations that will resonate differently for each person. Maybe it's because you're feeling emotional lack in your own life, and so you take it out on others. Maybe because you're feeling despair, or like giving up, or what's the point? What's the purpose of all this? Why, all my cups are spilled, not realizing you still have 2 here to move forward with. It's really about that negative self-talk, okay? But like I said, for different people, it could be some of those other areas. And for some of you, it may not even be anything I've mentioned. Just when the cards themselves are going to speak to you, and you're going to go, yeah, you know what? I do need to be more careful with my words. Maybe it's your children, your spouse, your partner. Okay, it can be different areas of your life, but that is where you need growth. You need to let go of this negative talk, regardless of where it's pointed at, and you need to start bringing in more love and positivity when speaking. Okay, I'm just the messenger. Now, what could be blocking you from this growth? So what's keeping you from doing this already? Because most of the time we know that the negative, we know our own negative attributes and characteristics, right? We know about them. We just usually don't want to do anything about them, or feel, right? Feeling like, well, what's the point? There's nothing I can do about it anyway. So what could be blocking you from this? And we have peace. Okay, I like that with the star. Is it because, and I'm going to read about peace here because I always do with this deck of cards, but let's talk about the star card. Is this because you don't believe you're worthy of positive affirmations or love or self-care or self-love in your life, or you don't believe that maybe you don't believe that other people deserve that treatment from you? Why? Okay, is that what is blocking you? You don't believe your light should shine. You don't want your light to shine through. But let's see what Peace Dragon has to say here, because there's always something great in the message, I'm sure. Okay, peace in this world begins with you. Is there peace in your heart, in your body, in your mind? Understand that in this world, everyone is responsible for peace, including you. Start to create peace in your heart. It would be like the light in your heart to be invulnerable. Look at the light and where this candle is on the card. It's right at her heart chakra, okay? It would like the light in your heart to be invulnerable despite the storms that may rage outside. Keep peace within you, peace in your thoughts, your mind, and your body, and your heart. There is the message, right? You deserve to shine light on others. Not to speak negatively about or towards them. You deserve to shine your own light from within. But I feel like what the issue here is, what's blocking you, is you don't think you deserve to shine like the star, okay? And you don't have peace in your mind, in your heart, and in your thoughts. Okay, that's what's holding you back. Now let's talk about how can you be more open to this area of growth in your life. We have letting go and the Queen of Swords. Love this, okay? Love that Circe is on this card. It's letting it go. It's letting go that feeling of emotional lack and despair. It's letting go of the negative words that you're speaking either to yourself or others. It's letting go of the belief that you don't deserve peace in your life, or that you don't deserve to allow your own light to shine. And maybe that's because someone has told you over and over again that you don't deserve any of this, or how horrible or awful or whatever it may be that you are, but you do. And the way that you can be more open to this growth in your life happening is letting go of these beliefs and finding the peace and finding the good, positive, and loving affirmations for yourself and others. And with the Queen of Swords here, look, when the Queen of Swords makes a decision, she goes for it. And I love Circe's on the card, and I'm going to get to that, because the Queen of Swords is clear thinking. She is sure about, once she sets her mind to something, well, even before she sets her mind to it, she's clear about it, and then she sets her mind to it, right? She is honest, and she's direct. And maybe this is going to require a bit of honesty with yourself, like, well, but I do deserve this. Deep down in my core, I know that I'm a good person. I know that I can treat others better. This will be different for each one of you, right? It doesn't mean that all of this is yours. You may not have a problem with other people. This could just be about you. And for some of you, it could be both. And for others of you, it could be maybe you're mean to other people, right? You see where I'm going. But once you make the decision that you're not going to have any more of this negative self-talk, negative self-image, you're not caring for yourself, nurturing yourself, or loving yourself, you will be successful at letting it go. Because think of Circe, you don't give up. And that's something else about the Queen of Swords, right? You don't give up. Circe didn't give up. Even, sometimes she was really hard to like. Okay, she did a lot of bad things, but she did have her moments where you kind of were on her side, until she did something else that you were like, oh man, you were doing so good. But the point is, the woman didn't give up. And I feel like that's why she's on this card. And that's why this card has come out. Do not give up. No matter, you may start trying, and you know what? You take 5 steps forward and 3 back. You know what? You're still 2 ahead. So take another 5, right? You will get there eventually. Don't give up. Now, let's look at what situation or event, sorry, I have the questions written because I never remember them. What situation or event may cause a bit of a challenge for you surrounding this new growth? Because that's going to happen, right? You're going to get into a situation or an energy, something's going to come in around you and they're going to trigger it. And if you're the person that maybe speaks negatively or lashes out at other people, that may be where you want to go. Or it could be someone doing it to you and then making you feel bad or even worse about yourself. So what do you need to do? What challenge are you going to face? Space and the 6 of Swords. Yeah. There's going to be something that's going to come in and trigger you here. Okay. And what the advice from Spirit is, how can you handle this? Moving away from it. Look, space and the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is about moving from anything that's turbulent, rocky, imbalanced, negative even, and moving to a calmer area where all of that isn't happening. It's to give you space from it. And with the swords, it's space from it so that you can gain some mental clarity, I even want to say here. Okay? I think these are pretty much telling us exactly what it is. You just need to maybe remove yourself from the situation completely. You need to give yourself a little space, give the other person a little space. Even if it's within yourself, it's giving yourself the space to say, you know what? I'm having a bit of a rocky, turbulent day today. But I know that tomorrow's a new day. And I'm going to focus on that. And you're going to give yourself the space away from beating yourself up, basically. Maybe removing yourself from the situation is allowing someone else to beat you up with words, okay? And it may be that in the situation, to end it, to put it to rest, you may just need to move away from it completely, or at least maybe spend less time if this is with other people, okay? You might just need to not spend as much time with them. You guys may need a little space, a little separation from one another. Okay, love those messages, all right? If we're dealing with people that are putting you down, or if it's your own negative self-talk, or if you are this way to other people, this is work that we do on ourselves. And I want to say, and I haven't really said it for a long time, maybe, it's hard when we do the work on ourselves because it is so, whatever this is ingrained in us at this point, and we need to make that effort to let it go. But only we can do it, right? The message here from Peace, the universe dragon, only we are capable of allowing our light to shine within ourselves or to others. So, we need to take on this Queen of Swords energy by being clear about what it is and who it is and how it is that we want to be and act, okay? And then we just, one day at a time, one small step at a time, let go of, I want to say, this baggage, really. Now, let's get some more tarot here for clarification, confirmation, additional advice or guidance. The 9 of Cups. You can have, look, from the 5 here of feeling lack and emotionally not fulfilled and, just kind of in despair. They're saying if you're able to work on this and let it go, there is 9 of Cups for you. You are working your way to the 10, which is really emotional fulfillment, happiness, having everything that you want, being good and balanced in your emotions. But with the 9, you're practically there, okay? And for some of you, that may be the case. Maybe you are already there, and this is your message from Spirit. And I refer to Spirit because it just encompasses everything. So whoever it is for you, God, Source, Universe, someone, something else, okay? Then Spirit's saying, look, you are almost there. Keep going. Do not give up. And it comes back to the Circe. Circe, God love her, but she never gave up, okay? The Tower. Sometimes things need to come crashing down. Sometimes things need to literally be stripped back to the foundation. They need to be burned back to the foundation, okay? It's letting go of what no longer serves you. That's, again, like the Tower. The Death card for me is similar, right? The Tower here is, look, things need to crash down. You may need to hit rock bottom. For some of you, it may just be a situation that will cause this Tower. I always like to say, though, take control of the Tower. You crash it down and then start building it back from the foundation up, but in a solid and positive way. Okay, let's get one more. The King of Pentacles. Oh, I like this. The King of Pentacles is just grounded. He's confident in himself. I like to think of him as the quiet king, right? He is a great leader, but he's just, hardworking. He's disciplined. Again, things you're going to need here. I always say that with the People card. It's kind of the energies that you need to take on. But he wants to have abundance in his life. He wants things to be good. He wants you to have everything it is that you want in life. He wants you to plant your seeds, your pentacles, and nurture them and watch them grow. And in this case, I feel it's yourself and is the primary person that you want to nurture in this situation. But he's just very grounded. He's very much the steady Eddie. He doesn't let things get all crazy and out of control. Okay, so kind of take on that energy as well. Now, before we go to our last oracle card, I want to do this card, which has a dragon butterfly on it, but there is a real life butterfly, okay, and a plant usually. But the thing I love about these cards, when you look in the book, there are usually 1 or 2 questions, and I just feel it's almost like a mantra, right? These questions to remind you, to help you stay on the path of what it is that you want to do here, whether it's all of it or for some of you it could be one thing. But let's see what card comes out. We have beginnings. It's time for a new beginning. Look, and it's spring. I love this. The daffodil and the butterfly is the violet copper. This card comes out a lot when there needs to be a new beginning. So let's go to the book because I don't remember the questions. But here's what I want to say too, because I like to read a little something. There are new beginnings all around us all the time. Anytime there is a change, there is a chance for a new creation. Anytime something passes, there is a chance to start fresh. Every day brings a new dawn, a chance to start over, and another opportunity to do the things we have always wanted to do. And most importantly, and be the person we want to be. Make today the birth of the person you want to be. Let go of the past. Thank it for helping you to learn, grow, and start again. It doesn't matter how often you fall, just that you get up again. It's never too late for a new beginning. So the 2 questions, because there's 2 of them with this card. What new path or trait can I work on today? And what is beginning for me, and how can I help it grow? Perfect. I don't need to say anything else about that. Now let's get your one last oracle card here, pile one. Reconnect to Mother Nature's world of plenty and you shall receive a myriad of miracles. Okay? I just feel like, you know, Mother Nature's world of plenty brings me back to the King of Pentacles. That's earth energy. That's grounded. That's being one with Mother Nature and the world of plenty. And the King of Pentacles is successful at calling in and bringing in that abundance and miracle or two for himself. So that is your message, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you maybe in another pile or the next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile two or this Mookaite Jasper heart. Okay, we are going to get right into your reading about the attribute, the characteristic of growth that the wood dragon and Chinese zodiac has, and how can this show up or maybe grow in your life. Okay, so pile two. First question we have is, in what area of your life can you grow? Where do you maybe need more growth? Oh, what a pretty card. And I'm in pink today. It just everything matches. Okay, we have these names sometimes. I'm just going to hold them up and let you read the name, okay? But that's Archangel Zadkiel. I know that. And it says, the time for being passive and accepting begins now. Let go of all desires. Be patient and prepared. Sticking out for me big time. The right moment will come. Everything has its time. What area of your life do you need to grow in, pile one? You need to grow patience. Okay? You need to grow patience. I love this, right? And with the growing, what I loved here, it says be patient and prepared. So it's like while you are learning patience, okay, it also is allowing you time to prepare. Because if we just run or rush into everything, pile one, let me get the card, whoops, that goes with this. Yeah, perfect. If we run or rush into things, okay, we're not prepared sometimes. We aren't allowing ourselves even the time to prepare. We're kind of going by the seat of our pants. So they want us to learn patience, okay? And the right moment will come. Everything has its time. We don't need to rush anything, okay? And that is something maybe pile two that you need to learn. And that can be in any area of your life, okay? You know where you're impatient about things. It could be you driving to work in the traffic, all right? It literally could be that. It could be you being impatient about having to call up the cable company and internet company and waiting on hold and then freaking out when you finally get to a person, all right? Whatever area in your life, maybe it's with your children, your spouse, you know. But what I love here with this Queen of Coins, and I don't remember this woman's name from Game of Thrones. That's the deck here, the tarot deck. All I know is that the redheaded girl, again, can't remember her name, that ended up marrying, wasn't she trying to marry young Joffrey maybe? I think. Anyway, look, this lady played the long game. Okay, she played the long game. It's been a while. I always say, because I'm using this deck, I need to go back and watch the show. But I just remember she was patient. She played the long game. I don't think it really turned out for her in the end that I remember, but I know she was going for the long game. She wasn't rushing in. She was waiting for her moment, okay? And I think that was her granddaughter, the girl with the, I want to say, did she have long red hair? Anyway, so patience is where you need to grow. All right. What could be blocking you from this growth, though? Why are you having a problem with patience? We have, I got these upside down. Here we go. That's better. Initiation. Oh, what a beautiful dragon. What a beautiful card with the King of Swords. Okay, so what could be blocking you? Just with the King of Swords, not being clear on the intention, right? Rushing in. You're not even clear about it. So that clarity is not having clarity, rather, is what could be blocking you from patience here, right? Yeah. Being wise, even. I want to say, like, it's like, boom, I'm going. Yeah, but not having clarity to see the long game or the big picture, just rushing in. But I always read from the book here with initiation, because there's always something great in these books. So let's see what it is. The queen of all the dragons is as white as freshly fallen snow. Her scales are set with thousands of diamonds, and she sparkles and glitters in the sunlight. Okay. She wears the golden flower of life as a crown on her head and her own symbol on her breast. A heart within a heart, with a 6-pointed star in the center, vibrating at a high frequency. Every creature that encounters the Dragon Queen, Elba is her name, the Dragon Queen Elba, feels a deep and great love, a love that we humans here on Earth have forgotten, and yet it has not been lost. The dragons are bringing it back for us. Point being here, you drew the initiation card today because this is a very significant time for you. No person can initiate another person. They can only open up the space for it to happen. The energy for initiation always comes from the spiritual world. Okay, I think I see where that is going here. Okay, so what they're giving me is only you can initiate the patience within yourself. It isn't someone else's responsibility. Meaning, you know how we can say, oh, well, they were so slow, I had to charge forward. Or, in this situation, there was no time to think, I just had to do. And Spirit is saying to you, let's rewrite that script that we tell ourselves, okay? Oh, pile 2, they may be a little harsh on you here. Let's rewrite that script that we tell ourselves. There's always time for patience, because the right moment will be the right moment because it's the right time, okay? They want you to have mental clarity when going into situations. So that's why patience is called for. Think of it again as the long game, waiting for the right moment to strike. I want to say with this lady, sending her granddaughter in there. Okay, that's what's blocking you. Thinking that there is no time to think. You just need to move. You just need to go. You need to take the initiative here because nobody else is. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. We don't need to keep eating on that, all right? But that is kind of the message that's coming through strongly. So that thought process is what is blocking you from being able to be patient and becoming prepared. All right, so how can you be more open to this area of growth in your life? And it's hard. We get impatient. Look, we just do. I understand. I am even impatient at times. We are humans. It happens, okay? We're not perfect. But is it something that needs to be worked on for you, pile 2? Yes, or this message wouldn't be coming up, or you wouldn't have come to this pile. All right, so how can you be more open to growth in this area? Focus. Okay. Master number 33 may be important to you, but focus. Yeah. You need to focus. You need to get prepared. So I love that. With what card? Page of Cups. All right. I feel what they're trying to say here is there needs to be focus. One, if we think of Bran Stark back when he, again, became the Crow, that's all I can remember, or whatever it was that he became. Was it in that tree? All I know is that he was very focused. He was out. He could see everything, big picture, right? And I think that will help you to be more open. If you think of situations in your life calling for patience, calling for you to get prepared, believing that things are coming in the right time, then it allows you to focus on that big picture. Like, what do you want to come of this situation, for example, or this area, whatever it is in your life, this event with these people. Like, you want to approach this like a Page of Cups in the sense of curiosity and possibility. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you want to be curious. If you make the decision to charge in too fast, then where's the chance to look what creative opportunities are here, what opportunities at all, what possibilities are here, right? When you don't allow for things to happen as they need to happen, it doesn't allow you to focus in and maybe look at that big picture and the possibilities and opportunities that could come of it. Ooh, I like that. That was nice. Now, what situation or event maybe may cause a bit of a challenge for you as you're working through this, or just even once maybe you've been doing really well and something's going to come in and trigger that impatience in you, okay? So let's take a look. We have achieving success with the Queen of Spears, which is the Queen of Wands, which is a queen, okay, here. Like, look, this is, I always call her Khaleesi, but there she is, Daenerys Targaryen, okay? She's a little feisty at times. She's very passionate about what it is she believes in and what it is she believes needed to happen. She's very courageous, very ambitious, because she's going to be the ruler of the seven kingdoms, right? She's confident, she believes in herself, and she's determined. So there are going to be maybe one or two, maybe it's happening now, event situations, or whenever they should come up in your life, I feel is the way we should word it more, where you're going to feel like you need to just jump and go because it has to do with success somewhere in your life. Like, if I don't do this right now, I'm going to miss my opportunity. Again, this is Spirit coming through to you, pile 2, and saying, no, you can be courageous and passionate and ambitious and determined and all of those things. Absolutely. But again, you don't need to rush in. You are going to be able to achieve success in your situation because you are these things. And by you taking time and you focusing and figuring out and seeing even more opportunity within the situation, say, it's going to be even better for you. Okay, it's going to be even better for you. You holding back, even when you think you need to rush, is going to allow you to be better prepared. And I feel like this area right here is the preparation. Like, how can you be more open to this area? It's the preparation. Okay, love these messages. Now, let's get some tarot for further clarification, confirmation, guidance, what's on the table here. Let's see what's going on. What else Spirit may have to say. Okay, pile 2, I love this message for you. I feel like it may have been it felt a little hard, not harsh, but kind of, all right, pile 2, this is what you need to do. Look, 9 of Pentacles, success. Independent success, meaning it doesn't mean you're not going to have help from other people. It doesn't mean that, you're not collaborating. It just means it's you made the decision to make this change in your life, to leave behind impatience, okay? You left it behind and you will be successful. Okay? The successes that will come into your life, I want to say personally, because of it, it will happen. This is Spirit saying that's the possibility. When you raise your vibration and start behaving, we'll say, in a better way for yourself and even for others around you, because when we're impatient, we tend to take it out on other people. the personal success that you, I think, are going to feel and receive are going to be unlike any other. Five of Swords. Oh, you don't have to win at any cost here, okay? This is so perfect. Pile 2, you don't need to win at any cost because it may cost your success, right? You may think that you need to rush in because this needs to be won at any cost, and that just isn't so. I just want to keep saying big, you need to play the long game here. You need to have patience, to plan, to focus, to get clarity, to achieve that success. And you take on this, Daenerys energy, this Queen of Wands energy. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's get one more, and then we have a couple of more cards to end it off. Two of Pentacles. It is always a choice, okay? It is always a choice to go in balanced or to go in, I want to say topsy-turvy, skewed, imbalanced, okay? There is a choice here. You can either do this or not. Look, we have free will. But they really would love you to approach these situations, these events in your life with patience and balance. Okay. This set of cards here has a dragon butterfly on it, but it is a real life butterfly that maybe you want to look up or read about, or you just may resonate with it in some way, even if it's the colors. And there's also usually a plant or an herb or something like that. But there are also one or two questions, okay, on each of these cards when I go into the book. And the questions may help you to stay on track as you're working through this, okay, as you're experiencing this growth and expansion, I want to say. We have wisdom. Wow. King of Swords here. Very wise. Wisdom. The purple iris is the flower, and the common map is the butterfly. So let me go into the book here and just look up wisdom and see what the questions are. Oh, it's one question. But let me just see if there's anything in here. Okay. Wisdom is associated with aging, but is a trait that should be cultivated and nurtured, right? We just don't snap, become wise, right? We learn, okay? We learn, we cultivate it and nurture it. We can help insight along by seeking out new experiences, living boldly, and facing the struggles of life. Understanding doesn't come from staying in your own little bubble and never venturing out into the world. Stop, listen, and learn from those who are wiser than yourself. In this way, you will gain more wisdom and have the tools to make astute decisions as you move through life. And I feel like that's the important part of what I read there. When you take the time, when you just step back for a minute, you will make astute decisions. You will have the tools because you're going to be looking at things big picture. So the question is, how can I cultivate wisdom? How can you cultivate that into your life? Don't allow yourself to stop, okay? If you feel yourself sliding off track, you say, hang on, how can I cultivate the wisdom here? I need wisdom. I need to know. I need to have a plan. All right, let's get one last card for you, pile 2. In the end, this is a beautiful message. I really am enjoying these. I call it the Dragon Diaries. I think it's just a nice thing to celebrate the wood dragon. I'm going to take this one too because it fell out in the Chinese zodiac for this year, for 2024. Never be afraid to voice your truth, as truth comes from a deep place within your soul. That may be a message that someone needed to hear. And honor your commitments. Be loyal to your soul's longings. This is where you will find joy. Yeah, your soul wants you to be successful. They want you to make good decisions. They want you to experience things, the right things in the right time. And if you do that, you're going to find more joy and peace and balance in your life. So pile 2, that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you maybe in another pile or in my next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3 or this mahogany obsidian crystal, okay? This is going to be your reading, talking about growth. Where is it coming into your life, showing up? You know, do you have to work on it? Whatever it may be, okay? For this year of the dragon, the wood dragon, all right? Let's get right into your reading, pile 3. In what area of your life can you grow? Okay, or where maybe do you need growth in your life? Ooh, I like this card. This is Pallas Athena and Sweetie the dragon. Love it. Okay. The destiny of your world is changing, and whether this is for good or ill is also in your hands. Protect the good, look after love, and leave no room for lower energies, low vibration, negativity. I'm adding here to creep in, okay? So I love that. She is the warrior, Pallas Athena, and Sweetie your dragon. So what area of your life do you need more growth in? I feel like it's courage, right? Because she's a warrior. I feel like it's courage, regardless of what's happening in your life, in your world, or the world in general, good or bad. It's in our hands. But sometimes I feel pile 3, like with things that are happening, even in the world, say, we feel helpless because we feel like, oh, there's nothing I can do to help. There's nothing I can do to prevent. And we feel this way within our own lives as well. When it comes to personal things happen and we're like, I just feel hopeless in this situation. Okay. So we're always going to have good, we'll call it good and evil, good and bad, good and ill. We need to protect the good. We need to love. We need to keep the positivity flowing. Okay. And we don't allow those negative things, those lower energies to creep in. Ace of Cups. Yeah. All about new beginning here. I feel like the area of growth is having courage. That's where I want to go with this. That's what I'm feeling. It's being courageous. Or strength, even courageous and strength. It's being the own warrior, being your own Pallas Athena. That doesn't mean you're up and yapping in people's faces like a Karen or a Kevin. That's not it. It's just standing up for yourself, having the courage, having the strength to commit to, be surrounded by, right, the good, and only allowing the good in. And by having courage and strength, it may mean if it's people, okay, you may need to keep them out. There's no room. Doesn't mean you have to, free will here. You can get rid of them if you want, or you just, spend a little less time with them is what I like to say. But this is all about a new beginning for you. And it's a new beginning. And because it's cups, that's all about love. And it's all about having compassion for others and being nurturing and to yourself and kind. It's all of those things, right? It's your emotions. It's about having joy, even being creative ways to bring that strength and courage. That's what I want to say. Let's see where the rest of the cards go. But right now, that's what I'm feeling strongly from them. This is you being your own warrior. Again, it's not you out fighting the fight, but if you are put into, and we're going to get to situations later, but I don't know, I'm just feeling I need to say this now. If you're put into situations where, you feel that you need to stand up for love, for compassion, for good, then you have the courage and the strength to do that. It doesn't mean you need to be combative. It just means you need to do it. And this, again, is in any area of your life. It could be with your own family, right? It could be at work. It could be out in public in general, or it could be about what's happening in the world, okay? Let's look now at what could be blocking you from this growth, from having the strength and the courage to do it. Oh, we have Courage Dragon. Well, lo and behold. I love this. I always say I make the cards usually minimum 1 day in advance, or sometimes 2, and I just let them sit with the selenite, and I don't always remember what's coming out. So I love that, because this is about being courageous and having strength, your own Pallas Athena warrior. Okay, 8 of Cups. Oh wow, this is everything I literally just said, you guys. Okay. What's blocking you? Not having courage, not being able to walk away from whatever it is. And only you are going to know what's keeping you from having that courage and strength. That's what's blocking you. It will be different from everyone. Is it because someone has made you feel like you have no power? Is it because you yourself, just within yourself, feel like you have no power, right? Self-doubt. But there's no time for that. I'm going to read from the book For Courage, because there's always something great in these books. You know that if you've been watching my Dragon Energy readings I used to do, and now what I'm doing for the next 12 months, and us being in month 4 here. Courage. The paths of our lives occasionally lead to forks in the road where we must decide which path to follow. Fear or uncertainty can arise in our hearts as we question which way to go. You have drawn the courage card, which means that you now find yourself in a situation or soon will. In such a situation or soon will. You may have been in this situation for years, not making a decision as you stand before 2 diverging paths. In such situations, call the mighty black dragon to you. Hear it say, have courage. Make a clear decision in your heart to follow the golden path of your soul. Progress, development, and growth can only occur, and we're talking about growth here, when you have the courage to make the decisions that must be made. The black dragon says in a forceful voice, okay, grit your teeth and just do it. Whatever the issue is in life here, okay? Paraphrasing a bit, you have 2 options. If you say yes, do so with courage. If you say no, do so with the same courage. Live according to your decisions from then on. Follow the golden path of your soul with courage and always with a smile on your lips. Love that message. Okay. It is a choice, right? We either choose to live in love and in the good, or we choose to live in the ill, bad, evil, and the negativity, lower energy. So I love that. We choose whether we walk away from it. So maybe we could say here, after reading this about courage, the black dragon here, what's blocking it? Indecision. Not being able to make the decision to walk away from the negative to stay in the positive. I like to just keep it simple, right? So I like this. Now, how can you be more open to this area of growth in your life? So we know what it is you need to grow here. It's that courage, that strength, your inner warrior. And we know what's blocking it. Okay, indecision, not having the courage and the strength to be able to walk away. But that will be different for each of you. You'll figure out the exact block there. But now how can we be more open? The Wasp. Interesting. That's anger, retaliation, jealousy with Justice. Oh, okay. So how can we be more open to this area of growth in your life? This is kind of one of those twofers I say, where they tell you what not to and what to do, right? What not to do, or what not to act or be like, and what to embrace, okay? If you want to be more open to courage and strength and your warrior self, okay? Bringing love and peace and harmony in and wanting to have a new start and joy in your life. You need to let go also of anger, retaliation, and jealousy and bring in the Justice card where there is balance, okay? With that Justice card, what I want to say, we can simply think of it as harmony, okay? Fairness and justice. So when things are a little bad, we can either react with anger, try to retaliate in some way, jealousy, whatever it is. We can try to sting people, okay? However you want to think of that. Or we can say, what would be fair? What would be just here? What would be harmonious? Where's the peace and love? I know we're sounding a little kumbaya, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, we can either stay up here on this level or we can be down here vibrating at this low level. It is a choice when we come to the crossroads. I love it. So being more open is you're choosing to go with fairness, harmony, and justice rather than anger, retaliation, and jealousy. Ooh, these are very clear-cut messages here, pile 3. I'm liking it. And it doesn't mean that you are this person all the time. We're talking about, oh, that's just my oven beeping. But that's important because I think maybe that I was saying that and whenever my oven beeps, I'm like, oh, you know what? It's, or when anything chimes or goes off, it's like you need to listen to this, right? Like this is where you need to go. So I'm going to step away because my oven has preheated. Give me one moment. Okay, so we know how you can be more open. So let's move on to what situation or event or energy, people, whatever it may cause a bit of a challenge for you surrounding this new growth, and how can you react to it maybe, okay? We have dominance, believing in yourself with the Fool. Okay, you guys, look. We have new start up here. We have the Fool, which is a new start, okay? All right, so we have Tyrion Lannister here. Always willing to start again if he needs to take the leap, to, you know, step off the cliff type of thing. He's willing to take the chance. And that's what I think this is for you. Maybe in the past, for you, pile 3, you haven't been willing to stand up for yourself or whatever it is with courage and strength, okay? You haven't been your own warrior. But now is the time. You need to believe in yourself. Look, another warrior princess here with the dragon, okay? It's time for you to call back that courage and strength. It's within you. You've just maybe allowed it to lie dormant or haven't felt that, you know, you're capable of it. But this is your message from Spirit saying you are capable. This is a new start for you. Love this message. Okay, let's get some tarot, all right? And when I said situation or event, those are the things that are going to come up and challenge this. So could you be in a situation where someone's going to come up and challenge your authority maybe? When you deserve to have that authority in a situation? Is someone going to come in and around you with just really low vibrating energy and negativity, and you're going to have to maybe choose to walk away from that, right? You're going to have to make the choice to walk away, or you're going to have to maybe stand up for yourself in the situation again, right? Believing in yourself. It can manifest itself in many different ways, these situations or events, but the main point is that you are your own warrior. If you don't do it for yourself, I want to say no one else is going to do it for you, right? This is time for a new start in your life. Okay, pile 3. So let's get some more tarot for clarification, confirmation, advice, or guidance. And we have Ace of Cups again. They're doubling down on this. This is really, again, about a new way of being for you, a new way of living in and being surrounded by and keeping yourself in that energy of love and compassion and kindness and nurturing, self-love, self-care, having courage and strength and being your own warrior princess. I want to say, okay, like, yeah, it's time. It is just time. Okay, love it. And one of these messages or all of them may resonate for you, okay? 8 of Wands. Another 8. This one's about walking away, and I want to say this one's about and doing it quickly, right? You have, as a warrior princess now, you are setting your sights on how it is you are going to react when you come to the path, the crossroads, when you come to situations, whether you're the wasp or whether you are the nice balanced scale. Okay, about taking that leap of faith and believing in yourself. You're doing it with, I want to say, focus, really, because when in some decks, those wands are like shooting towards something with purpose. And it's also fast moving. So this is there's no time like the present, pile 3, to get started, okay? Message from Spirit. Let's get another. The Moon. The Moon card for me, I mean, it is about, it rules the 4th house, which is about your home, your family, but it's about your inner emotions, okay? It's about what makes you feel safe and secure. It's where you find that security, where you find it, your comfort zone, so to speak, okay? And this is about you finally finding that safety, that inner feeling of safety, security, comfort zone within yourself, because you're taking back your strength. You're taking back your courage. You're taking back your power. And that is going to make you feel safe and secure, grounded on a solid foundation. I also feel sometimes with the Moon, I like to pop to Pisces, okay? The 12th house, I like to go there with it too, where I like to talk about the fact that, you know, you're not going to hide anymore behind the veil, what's unseen, okay? You're not going to hide back there. You are not going to be withdrawing. You are going to be stepping out into the light. This is a big, bright, full moon. You're going to shine the light just as though it were the sun on who you are and what you are capable of. Ooh, I love that. Now, we're going to go into 2 last oracle cards here, pile 3. And these have a dragon butterfly, but the butterfly is in real life as well, so you may want to look it up. It could mean something to you. There's also a plant or an herb, but in the book there are a question sometimes too that may help you as you're working through this to keep you on track. And sometimes if I see something good when I scan over what it's about, I even read that too. Look, prosperity. You will bring abundance and prosperity. Does it mean money? Maybe. Because maybe if this is to do with work for you, because it will be different for everyone, standing up for yourself could bring more money into you. But I feel like it's just more abundance in your life in general. Good things will start happening, okay? But it's allium is the flower and the Brazilian swallowtail is the butterfly. Let me go to prosperity here in the book and just give you a little bit of what it's about here and those questions. So, I like this. We tend to think of prosperity as an end goal. For most people, being prosperous means to be rich or to have everything they've always wanted. However, this is not always the case, which is what I said, right? This card is asking you to work toward creating a life that is full of richness. What a great way to put it. Grow yourself, your friendships and experiences to make each year better than the last. Yearn to do better or to do more, not necessarily monetarily, but in ways that will serve others and make you happy. Learn, grow, and do things. Here's that grow again. And do things that will improve your world. We talked about the destiny of your world is changing, whether it's personal or literally, if you look at the world as a whole and you part of that collective. If something doesn't work, don't just give up. Failure is a lesson that helps us grow faster. Prosperity comes from consistently moving toward bigger and better things. The two questions: am I prospering in life? And what can I do to increase my prosperity and the prosperity of those around me? And I feel like that's you being courageous and standing in your truth, right? I love it. Okay, one last card before we go. Pile 3. And there it is. Honor the magic of the land. Be nature's friend and ally. Assist in recreating Mother Earth's original garden of pure wonder. And I want to say, and of love and peace and harmony and balance. All right, pile 3, those are your messages. I hope that you enjoyed them. I will see you maybe in one of the other piles or in my next reading.